Hi, welcome back. My name is Lily. I'm one of the respiratory therapists here at sleepplay.com. Today we're going to talk about a topic that it's like a little touchy with our patients. Claustrophobic. I'm claustrophobic. I don't want to wear this mask. I don't want to wear a full face mask, but I need it because I open my mouth or I'm having issues or I don't open my mouth, but I still don't want a mask because I'm claustrophobic. So this is a problem, because if you are claustrophobic, you will not use your machine. It's just forget it. It's not going to happen because you're going to be so nervous. You're not going to be able to relax enough to go to sleep. And it's understandable. You have something in your face you never used before, pushing air while you're breathing, and it's just uncomfortable. We got that. There's other alternatives, okay? So there's also mask for the nose. There's nasal mask, and there's pillows, right? So we have, in the nasal mask department, there's three types. There's the one that go around the nose, the one that go under the nose, and the one that go inside the nose, okay? The ones that go inside the nose are called pillows, okay? And they're very popular because they're tiny. So when people see a little mask, they think automatically, oh, it's gonna be more comfortable because it's small, there's not a lot on my face, and it's very appealing, okay? Now, I wanna tell you though, that's not necessarily true, okay? Do remember, if you have a high pressure, it's not recommended for you to use something so close to your nose because it's going to feel a lot stronger, okay? Because it's inside your nose. So sometimes I'll get patients that order a pillow, right? And they can't tolerate it because it's like too strong. So it's usually recommended for pressures under 12, okay? So if you have a fixed pressure of, I don't know, 10 or 9 or 8 and so on, then it's great. You can pretty much use any mask and you can use nasal mask. Also, if you are a mouth breather, it's also recommended that you use full face masks, okay? The ones that come like this or mid-face. Why? Because that way if you open your mouth, you're within the mask. But if you're claustrophobic and you just cannot do a full face, and that happens quite often, you can also opt for getting a chin strap to keep your mouth closed so that you don't open it and you can still use that little mask that you want to use. All right, let's get to it. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is one that is extremely, I think is one of the most popular masks, and that would be the AirFit P10 from ResMed, okay? This mask is wonderful because it's tiny. It's an elastic that goes around like the size of your face, so it's not marking your face or anything like that. It has the hose on the front and it has pillows. It comes with 3 different sizes, and it also comes with the AirFit P10 for her, which is the option for women that have like smaller heads or if you have a tiny nose, it gives you an option of the extra small pillow, okay? So remember, AirFit P10 standard or AirFit P10 for her. However, okay, sometimes it can be a little invasive around your nostrils. If you're very sensitive or if you have an issue with anything in your nose, then this would not be the one for you. I've had patients complain about getting like soreness around their nostrils. Sometimes, it can happen. But for the most part, it's very popular. Also, AirFit also makes one that is called AirFit P30i, which is also the same thing as far as the pillows is concerned. And the difference is that it has the tubing on top of the head, not in the front. Sometimes patients sleep in the front, they don't want the CPAP tubing hanging in the middle, or they sleep on the side and they don't want it. You can have the option with the tubing on the top of the head. And that is the AirFit P10. Very popular mask. My patients love the P10. Now we're going to move on to other masks that are nasal. We have also the option of under the nose, okay? And the masks that come under the nose, they're not as invasive as the ones that go in the nose for obvious reasons. They're not inside. So your nose kind of rests on top of the mask, okay? Like so, okay? So it's like right on top of your mask, okay? Instead of inside your nose. This one, the AirFit N20i, has the tubing on the top of the head, okay? So it gives you the option of not having anything in the front. We also have one from AirFit, from ResMed, that is called AirFit N20, and it's the same with the elastic, but it has the nose part, it comes under the nose. So it's not inside. So let's say you love the elastic on the P10, but you're not too happy with the pillows in your nose. Then you can opt for the AirFit N20. It has the tubing in the front. It comes under your nose. So your nose rests on top of it. Just like this one. This one has a tubing on the top. This one is the AirFit N20i. So let's continue. We also have from Fisher and Paykel the Evora. So the Evora is also an under the nose mask, but it's more fitted. So if you notice, it has the strap in the back, and then it has another strap on the top of the head to kind of keep it in place. It's a little hard, you know, it's plastic. So it's a little more structure, okay? But you can also adjust it, and it's very comfortable. A lot of people love the Evora because it comes under the nose, and it's structured, it's not too big. It's not like really on the face as much. So that's an option also for you to use. All right, so let's continue. The other nasal that we have is the AirFit N20. Very, very popular mask. This mask covers your nose. Right, so it encompasses your whole nose. It covers your nose, and it's also structured. So if you look at it, it has the straps here that are very structured to keep in place. So if you're a little if you're a lot, like with your claustrophobia, if it's like something that is really, really bothersome for you, this might feel a little, but I mean, yes. But it's a nasal mask, so it gives you the option to open your mouth before you go to sleep, okay? Once again, if you're a mouth breather, you need either a chin strap or a full face. So make sure with any of these options that I'm showing to you right now, if you do open your mouth, wear a chin strap, okay? Sometimes patients will open their mouth because they can't breathe with a full face, okay? So that's something to look into. And maybe when they start using a nasal, they don't have to wear a full face. So that's something that you have to try, okay? Most companies give you like a 30-day trial period to see if you can get used to your mask, okay? And if you can't, you can always call them and see if you can exchange it or if you can get another mask or something like that, okay? Let's continue. So this one is the N20, like I was telling you. It's a nasal mask. It covers your nose. They also have, if you have a defibrillator and you cannot use a mask that has magnets like the AirFit N20, because it has magnets to close the straps, okay? If you cannot use a magnet, they have one called eSont 2 from Fisher and Paykel. It has no magnets, and it's basically the same thing. It's just, you know, the straps. Just like this one, it has a strap on the forehead though, but it doesn't have any magnets. So it's an option if you want just something that covers your nose, okay? Okay, so last but not least, we have the DreamWear full face mask from Philips. Philips Respironics made the DreamWear, which is a great mask and very popular with patients. Now, this is a mid-face mask, so it comes under your nose. So your nose kind of rests on top of the mask. So it's not as invasive because it doesn't go to the bridge, you know, like the triangle masks that come all the way to the top of your bridge. And it could be a little too much for people that are claustrophobic. So sometimes when patients tell me, oh my God, I open my mouth, but I need a full face, I understand, but I'm claustrophobic. So I'll tell them, you know what, why don't you try the DreamWear? You know, it comes from under your nose, it's not as invasive, and a lot of them like it. Okay, so that's an option also. Also, like the DreamWear, ResMed has two masks that also come under the nose, and they have the AirFit F30i, which has the tubing on the top of the head, and they also have the AirFit F30 that has the tubing in the front, and it's also an under the nose, cover your mouth type of mask. Okay, now those two from ResMed, they come in two sizes, I believe. Small and medium for the F30i, and then small, medium, and large for the F30. Okay, now with the DreamWear, they have 4 sizes. They have small, medium, medium wide, and large. Okay, so it's more versatile because it has more options, okay, for your type of face. Also, the area that goes under your nose with the DreamWear is like a gash. If you have a wide nose, the DreamWear under the nose full face mask is also a great option. All right, well, those are all the masks that I'm going to talk to you about today for people that have issues with claustrophobia. If you like this video, if you like our content, please like, share, and subscribe. Once again, my name is Lily. I'm here from sleepplay.com. I'm a respiratory therapist. Any questions that you have, please don't hesitate to email us, call us. We're here for you. Thank you.